Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Michelle Bengtson coming to you with another hope-filled perspective. You know, I've been watching and talking and sharing with a lot of people recently who are just going through a hard time. And it seems like that's just unfair because it's the Christmas season, it's the holiday season, it's when people should be we think we should be anyway, just really enjoying life and enjoying the perfect holiday and the perfect Christmas. But I know so many people who are struggling. And I just wanted to share a hope-filled perspective with you. And that is that we can maintain our hope even during these difficult days because God will fulfill His promises to us. You know, even in our own family, we have a PET scan to do today, and I've got surgery tomorrow, and there's a lot of unknowns around both of those. But I refuse to fear. I refuse to allow a spirit of fear to take over because God has promised us that by His stripes we are healed. And that is the promise that we're standing on. But, you know, I was reading in the book of Luke today. At Christmas time, I don't know what it is. Maybe it was because I picked up my son from flying in from college yesterday, and so my thoughts just turned, especially during the holidays, to what it must have felt like to be Mary, the mother of Jesus, and to have an angel appear to you and say you are going to be with child, and not just any child, the Messiah. But this morning as I was reading through Luke, I was just really thinking about the promises that were made to Mary. You know, in Luke 1:28, it says, "The angel went to her and said, 'Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you.'" And Mary was initially filled with fear because she didn't understand what the angel was saying. But it goes on to say in verse 30, Luke 1:30, "But the angel said to her, 'Do not be afraid. Mary, you have found favor with God.'" And you know, as I'm working on this next book, which is about worry, fear, and anxiety, I've had plenty of opportunities to experience all three. But I love how the angel said, "Mary, don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid because you found favor with God." And each of us as Christ followers has found favor with God. So we don't have to be afraid. We don't have to be afraid of tomorrow or next week or next month. We don't have to be afraid of the doctor's report. We don't have to be afraid of the bank account because we have been found in favor with God. It goes on in verse 35 to say, "The angel answered, 'The Holy Spirit will come on you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you.'" So that was the other thing that I thought this morning is, you know, it doesn't matter what we're facing. We don't face it alone. We've got the Holy Spirit within us, and His power overshadows us. So when we're feeling weak, when we're feeling discouraged, when we're uncertain about the future, it doesn't matter because He's there and He's with us. And I love, love, love what it says later in the chapter. If you look at Luke 1:45, it says, "Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill His promises to her." Blessed is she. God looks upon us with pleasure when we know, when we trust, when we believe that He will fulfill His promises. Some days that's a taller order than others, but He does. He always fulfills His promises to us. And when we trust in that, when we believe in that, we are blessed by the Lord. So your hope-filled perspective today is that you can trust that God will fulfill His promises to you. He's not a man, so He cannot lie. He's with you. He sees you. He knows what you're going through, and He will fulfill His promises to you. And you don't have to fear, because you have found favor with the Lord. I hope that that encourages someone today, and that you will make it a hope-filled day. Until next time, this is Dr. Michelle Bengtson with your hope-filled perspective.